Turns out I was mistaken, says Christie of Trump. Chris Christie, a former governor of New Jersey, admitted on Wednesday that he had been wrong about advising and supporting former President Donald Trump twice before the 2020 election. It turns out I was mistaken. I couldn't make him a better candidate or president, and he let me down, Christie said on CNN's The Lead, referring to election night 2020 as the breaking point. The former president, who is presently the front-runner for the GOP nomination, is the target of Christie's 2024 campaign, which he launched on Tuesday. When questioned about the FBI inquiry into Trump's handling of top-secret information, which appears to be nearing its conclusion, the keeping of secret information, according to Christie, a former federal prosecutor, would be a big problem. The secret materials he possessed, which we now know he did, were items that ought to have remained inside the White House at all times. It's a significant problem if he actually knew that he had these records, was looking at them, or used them in any way after he left the office, which appears to have been 2 years ago. Christie is one of many candidates, including Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis of Florida, Nikki Haley of South Carolina, Asa Hutchinson of Arkansas, and Tim Scott of South Carolina. On Wednesday, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum and former Vice President Mike Pence both declared their candidacies. Christie told Tapper that the political climate in 2024 is different from that of 2016, when he initially challenged Trump, and the latter easily won the nomination by dividing a crowded field. This time, Trump has a political resume to compete against, according to Christie. He broke promises both big and little. He let our group down. He let the nation down, and this campaign will center on that, he declared. He criticized Trump for failing to state during a CNN town hall who he believes should win Russia's war against Ukraine, as well as DeSantis for initially referring to the conflict as a territorial dispute, before subsequently attempting to retract his statement. They're mistaken. China is engaged in a proxy war, according to Christie. It is quite evident what we must do. We must continue to provide the Ukrainians with all the military equipment they require to defend themselves against this aggression, until they are prepared to end the confrontation with Russia, he continued. Christie asserted that he has no apologies for having previously supported Trump. But I'll confess it if I make a mistake. His current contempt for Trump's behavior extends to personal matters. Christie responded to a Trump video that made fun of his size by saying, "It's simply reinforced in my own mind what a child he is. He is a child. I believe that a person's character determines the course of a nation, so we must decide what kind of person should occupy the Oval Office," he said to Tapper. Christie is no new to scandal himself. He was engulfed in Bridgegate during his second stint as governor. The George Washington Bridge lane closures in September 2013, which resulted in severe traffic jams, were the result of a political vendetta after the town's Democratic mayor declined to support Chris Christie's bid for re-election. This was revealed via emails and texts from key advisors. Despite a federal probe finding that Christie was unaware of the lane closure decision, the scandal persisted around the former governor. When asked what he had learned from the incident on Wednesday, Christie responded, "That personnel is policy. That person represents you every day, therefore you need to be even more careful not to make any small-scale appointments or hires." The former governor of New Jersey is scheduled to take part in a CNN town hall on Monday in New York. Anderson Cooper of CNN and a live audience of Republicans from the first 4 GOP nominating states, as well as voters in New Jersey and New York, who say they plan to cast ballots in the 2024 election, will question the former governor.